Hello and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm your host, Nick Pendrell, and joining me once again on the comfy sofas, it's Mr. Dave Buckley. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Thanks for inviting me back, you mad fools.
It's not going to last forever. Not going to last forever. Enjoy it while
Not
it
after the next 15 minutes anyway, that'll be it.
And our guest today is Guy from Water's Edge.
Hello.
Welcome to Good Morning Pattaya.
Thank you for having me.
So, let's get down to business. Tell us a little bit about Water's Edge.
Water's Edge is a project that we started conceptually around 3 years ago. It's a boutique, absolute beachfront project in Na Jom Tien. It's got 37 units. It's very, very nice, very high spec, high end, but very intimate, obviously, with such a small number of units. It's catered to people who are looking for something exclusive, not with thousands of units, neighbors making lots of noise, just people looking for a nice, idyllic beachfront retreat.
So can you tell us whereabouts it is exactly?
It's near the Pinnacle Resort and the Glass House restaurant.
Oh, right.
Sort of the northern end of Na Jom Tien.
Yeah, we got you.
Which is a very, very nice area. I'm sure people who are familiar with Pattaya can attest to that.
Yeah, and a nice, quiet and relaxing area.
Absolutely. No, it's fantastic. It's actually, whenever I go there, I feel like I am traveling outside of Pattaya, even though I'm only 15 minutes from downtown Pattaya, which is really unique.
The best of both worlds.
Exactly.
And construction started?
Oh yeah, construction is at a very advanced stage. It's in fact going to be completed no later than by the end of this year.
Oh, right.
But we're looking to start the process of going through any defects in October.
Right.
So basically in the last quarter of this year, the building will be finished and ready for handover.
Right. That is
What's the
very
situation on sales then, Guy?
Situation on sales is very good. We've sold the vast majority of the units. I think it's over 70% sold, including the penthouse, which we sold not so long ago. So people complaining about a quiet market. We've managed to do a couple of nice sales recently, which is encouraging for us.
Is all the foreign ownership
All
gone?
the foreign ownership is gone. In fact, with that penthouse sale, that kind of we were saving that. And with that, duly, all of that is gone. But we still have about 11 or 12 units left in Thai company.
So what kind of people have been buying there? What nationalities?
It's as with most developments in Pattaya, it's been a real mix. But we've been pleasantly surprised by the number of Thai buyers that we've had. We've got about 6 or 7 in the building. So with 37 units, it's not a bad chunk. For a foreign developer, bearing in mind Thais generally like to buy from Thai developers. But I think the Thais really like the location that we're in.
Yes. And it's next to, it's not far from two of their favourite restaurants.
Exactly. I mean, if you go to the Glass House, every weekend it's absolutely rammed, filled with the Beamers and Mercs from Bangkok. So they like the area.
Yeah.
It's one of the few restaurants I've ever been to where you actually have to queue.
Several times I've been there. And just
that might have something to do with the service. I'm not sure. Not so much how good the restaurant is, but but we won't go there.
No.
It's a nice setting anyway.
So what kind of prices for the remaining units?
They started around 90,000 baht per square meter, which on the lower floors, with still having sea view, which I think is very reasonable for something that I would consider a 5-star in terms of the specs of the building and the location. Going up to about 120,000 for, I think we have one remaining unit on the 8th floor, which is the top floor.
Right.
So I think it's very competitively priced for a high-quality beachfront boutique condominium.
And what about facilities?
Facilities, we have a very, very, very nice and large rooftop infinity pool with a dedicated jacuzzi corner, which actually sits in an area of the building, the design of the building, where the jacuzzi sits, it kind of juts out over the sea, essentially. And so from the jacuzzi, you have a fantastic sea view and also all of Jom Tien Bay as well, which is very nice. Those are really the facilities. I mean, it's a very small building, so we have underground parking as well, a very nice lobby area, those kind of things.
So is Water's Edge the only property you're involved in, isn't it?
No. I'm also involved in a well-known housing project here, Amaya Hill, which I'm sure you know quite a lot about, as it's been featured in your magazine on a number of occasions.
A few times.
Yeah. So that's again, it's in the that's in the Maperchen area, so lakeside location. But for housing development, it's a very good location because it's got the highway infrastructure. It's near the Regent School. It's near the hospital. So it's very convenient for people looking.
It's been shortlisted for the.
It has. Thank you. You've just gotten me conveniently onto my next point, which is we've been shortlisted.
It says here
along with one of our other sister developments, which is the Vineyard. So between Amaya Hill and the Vineyard, we're occupying 2 of the 3 shortlisted spots. So fingers crossed.
Well,
2 out of 3.
We'll be getting
nothing against Silk Place, but I hope that.
Yeah. Well, they won it last year, so it should be it should be our turn.
Yeah.
I think so. But fingers crossed. Anyway, we won't count those chickens just yet.
No,
But
I've always loved the design of Amaya Hill because I like
Thank you, yeah.
minimalism and
Absolutely.
So where did the architect come from?
well, the architect, conceptually, is actually my father, who's just sitting
right.
over there. But
all that way away.
he's basically the brainchild in terms of the design for Amaya Hill. He's always had an affinity for modern living because it's something that's very practical. And for the Thai market or the Pattaya market, something that you don't see very much of. I mean, for housing,
it's really nicely laid out.
absolutely. I mean, generally what you see here is more old school style of Thai housing with pitched roofs and a lot of wood and things like that. We really wanted to get away from that and bring something of a more European feel. Which I think was lacking in the area, and I think we've done that.
Certainly, I've visited the show houses there, and they were top notch.
Yeah, thank you.
And some interesting use of colour as well.
Yeah.
In
what sense?
Well, if I'm not getting confused, there's sort of some fairly bright yellows in the kitchen and things like that.
Oh yeah. One thing that we have is with the kitchens, the customer can choose any kind of color. High gloss, and we have nice glass splashbacks for the kitchen, which you can choose whatever color glass you like. So when you change,
you haven't played safe with them in the show.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, both Terry and my father Danny have a strong passion for interior design, and I think that's well reflected.
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So how are the sales at Amaya Hill?
The sales at Amaya Hill have been very good. I mean, phase 1 is virtually sold out, and sales are advanced in phase 2. Saying that we started, the project was a flat piece of land about 1.5 years ago. So we've made some good progress in that time.
So how many villas in each phase?
There's roughly around 25 or so.
Right.
Yeah, roughly, give or take.
And at what stage is the project? The first villas being completed yet?
Yes, we have quite a few villas which are completed, and basically most of the villas in phase 1 are at an advanced stage of construction already.
Okay. Yeah. Has anybody moved in yet? Or?
Not yet, but very soon.
Very soon. And there's a clubhouse? That's kind of like the main community feature. We wanted to have, because there's quite a lot of villas in Amaya Hill, we wanted to have kind of like a hub where you could create that sense of community where people could come and socialize. And in the clubhouse, we have a restaurant and a fitness center on the 2nd floor. And it's just a very, very, very beautiful design. You come to the clubhouse. To get into the clubhouse, you have to cross a reflection pool, which has these Thai stupas in it, which are lit up. And you walk through a 200-year-old Indian door, wooden door, which is about 3.5 meters high. So it's quite spectacular. Exotic. Do most of the villas have private pools, or is it a combination pool?
Essentially all of them have private pools. Yeah.
Which is what's the starting prices for?
The starting price is about 7 million baht for the smallest villa type, which is a reasonably sized 2-bedroom villa. And it goes up to just over 15 million baht for the largest 5-bedroom
Right.
house, which is a 2-story house.
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
And how many square meters from the smallest to the largest?
It ranges from 102 square meters to 240 square meters. Well, those are interior living areas. They don't include terrace, garage, and swimming pool.
When do you expect the project to be finished, Guy?
It's a good question. A lot of it's dependent on sales, obviously. Because unlike condominiums, with housing, you can kind of tailor the pace of the construction of the overall project you can tie it to the progress of sales. But based on what we've already done, I think the whole thing will be done within 3 years, something like that.
Okay. Any plans for after that, or am I digging into
why after?
sort of muddied waters there?
We've got plans right now. It's, we always.
But you're not prepared to talk about them just yet.
I can't really disclose too much, but we have something very, very interesting in the pipeline, and I will have more info for you soon.
Good. Give us a clue. Condo or villas?
Villas.
Okay, villas.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll invite you back when you're ready to talk about that.
Yeah, hopefully.
If I'm welcome.
In the
of course you'll be welcome. I'm sure that will be the case.
So how long have you been in Thailand personally?
I've been here since 2009.
Right.
Is it that long?
Yeah, 5 years actually. It's time flies. That's when I graduated from university. But my parents and my sister have been here since 2003, 2004, so over 10 years.
I mean, God, is it that long in the sense that I've known you for 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right. Okay.
You're not getting any younger.
No, I'm afraid not.
Hate to break it.
You don't look to have changed a lot at all. But there we go.
I'm Benjamin Button. The reverse is true for me.
So you started Water's Edge quite soon after you'd arrived here.
Yeah, absolutely. Basically, we've always kind of wanted to go independent, and it just took us a while to sort of network and find the right group of people. We are quite selective with who we choose to do business with naturally. And of course, to build these kind of relationships takes time. And of course, you have to take the appropriate time to understand the market. It's not something that you can just dive into head first, So we've done our due diligence, and when we were ready, we pushed forward, and we haven't looked back.
No, it definitely sounds the right way of doing it.
Yeah.
And definitely Water's Edge was... so how long does the process take then before from the inspiration to the launch?
Yeah, well, it depends. There's so many variables involved, but I mean, from the seed of an idea that you may have to when you finally transfer all the units to all the various buyers, I mean, that this cycle is usually referred to as a 5-year cycle. Yeah, at the minimum. Depends again on the scale of the project, and what exactly you're doing.
Of course, you have to secure the land in the first place.
That's right. Yeah,
which isn't necessarily straightforward.
Sure. And there's the planning and how thorough you are with that. You could have several revisions. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of variables, but you're looking at roughly 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, as with the Maya Hill, it's another stunning looking building. Was this your father's inspiration again?
Maya Hill, yes. The villa, the concept was Danny's idea, and in Water's Edge, it was a combination of my father, Danny, and also our architect, who's also our partner. His name is Ong Chong Soo. He's a Malaysian who's lived in Thailand for a very long time, and he has a renowned architectural design firm known as East Indies.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, which is on Teppersit Road.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And he comes up with some fantastic ideas. He's very, very good when it comes to concept. So he worked in collaboration with my father on it for Water's Edge.
Well, they've done a great job together. Normally, they say it's like camel is a horse designed by a committee.
They did a great job to get the land where it is.
Yeah, absolutely. You couldn't find any piece of land like that nowadays. To do a project like that, like we did, is...
As they keep saying, they're not making any more shoreline.
No. And it's hard to find small pieces of land. Usually when there are beachfront plots of land available, they're
but a pretty silly price.
7, 8, 9, 10 rai. You need to bring big suitcases full of cash, which not everyone has, unfortunately, myself included.
We're running low on time. Where can people find out more about Water's Edge?
Basically, you can log on to my partner, her website. She runs Powerhouse Development, and Water's Edge falls under that umbrella. Okay. And website is www.powerhousedev.com.
Yeah.
And Amaya Hill, www.amayahillpattaya.com and or www.bravothaidevelopment.com, which is
and all the information
yeah.
on there. Well, thank you very much for coming to visit
Thank
us.
you for having me again.
Best of luck at the Thailand Property Awards with
Thank
Amaya
you.
Hill.
Fingers crossed.
And our
Keep your
viewers,
fingers
I'll
crossed.
come back with the gong.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you
Yeah.
guys.
stay
Good luck
tuned
if I
for
get
part
it.
two.
Wish you all the best for that.
Cheers.